everyone, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the more spooky books that I'm hoping to read in the end half of October. So the Latinx Book Bingo Readathon is almost over, or it might be over by the time that I post this. I'm not sure when I'm going to post it. But I am also going to be planning on reading some books at the end of October after I've finished all of my Latinx books, and I'm super excited to get into these because there are definitely a lot of books that I have either been planning on reading for a long time, B, are new releases that I'm super excited about, or C, books that I kind of forgot that I had and I should probably read them. Also, as a side note, these are in no particular order, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to get to them in October. They may actually kind of like roll over into November. They're just books that I'm hoping to get to in October, but if I don't get to all of them, it's totally fine. It's not like a hard set TBR or anything, so definitely kind of going in loose with this, especially with the more kind of like rigid TBR I had for Latinx Book Bingo Readathon. So one of the first books that I'm hoping to get to in October is Saco Girls by Claire Legrand, and I just recently got this book. It just recently came out, I think, in more of like the beginning of October, and I am super excited to get into this one. I've heard so many good things about it. Literally, I feel like Twitter and Instagram have both been blowing up with this book. Everyone who's read it has really loved it. And I've never really read a Claire Legrand book before, so I'm super excited to have this one. I love the cover, it's just so cool. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like a thriller maybe, and I don't really read a lot of those, so that'll be really interesting. I don't know too much about this book, but I do know it's like a feminist novel, which is really cool. And I've just heard so many good things about it from people I really trust, so I am hoping that I'm going to love it if I do actually get into it this October. The next book is one that I'm really excited about, but also super nervous about, and that is Escaping from Houdini by Carrie Maniscalco. And I have been anticipating this book ever since last year when I read both Stalking Jack the Ripper and Hunting Prince Dracula, and I am just so excited for this book. Basically, this book follows our protagonist Audrey Rose, and she is really into forensic science, and I have absolutely loved this series, but recently I've heard some kind of not so great things about this book in particular, and I'm super nervous to get into it because there are just some aspects of it that I'm a little unsure of. There's supposedly a random love triangle in this book, and I have nothing against love triangles. I actually do kind of enjoy love triangles, but I am not sure about this one. This is one that I'm definitely going to have to go into being a little hesitant, and I'm really worried that this is going to be the only book in the series that I've rated under 5 stars. And I'm just so nervous because I've really been anticipating it, and I am just like so in love with this series. It means so much to me, and I am just so incredibly nervous. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the next book that I read, so we will see how I feel about it. The next book I really want to get to this month is one that I have been trying to get into for I think a little over, I think I started it maybe in like 2015, 2016-ish. I've tried to start it twice, but that was both on audiobook, and I just don't think I'm connecting with the audiobook, so I got it in a physical copy when I went to a book sale recently, and that is The Diviners by Libba Bray. This edition is freaking gorgeous. I really wish I would have kept with this style. It's just so beautiful. Like, look at this. It's just the most, look at it. Come on. It's like it's so beautiful. I just hit myself in the face. But, I love this book, and just like the design of it so much. It's so gorgeous, and I'm really excited to get into it. I know it's a lot of people's favorite series, and I've heard that the next few books are even better. And I really have liked what I've read of it. I just feel like the audiobook was so long and daunting that I just couldn't get into it for some reason, and I kept having to restart it and all this nonsense and drama. So I'm hoping to get into this in the physical copy. I love this copy. It's just so gorgeous and it's huge. But yeah, super excited to get into this one. It's very like paranormal, spooky. When I was reading the audiobook, I wasn't super scared, so I don't know how that will go, but I'm hoping that'll get even scarier as the book goes on. The second to last book that I'm hoping to get to is actually a sequel to a book I really enjoyed last year, and I gave that about like a 4 out of 5 stars. I read that on audiobook, and this book is actually Legendary by Stephanie Garber, and I actually really enjoyed Caraval last year. I know it's kind of a book that like either you really like or you really dislike, and I know a lot of people really dislike that book, but I actually really ended up enjoying Caraval. I read it on audiobook, and it really heightened the experience for me, so I'm super excited to get into Legendary. I've been wanting to get into this book for quite a few months now, and I just haven't really found the right time to read it, and I feel like as it's getting a little colder, a little spookier, I feel like this is really going to be a good time to read this book. So as this is a sequel, I can't really tell you too much about it, but Caraval was basically about these two sisters who have always wanted to go to the super secret carnival sort of thing, and they have never really been invited until this year that they actually get to go, and one of the sisters kind of becomes a part of the game, and the other sister has to figure out a bunch of clues to get her sister back, and it's a really cool book. I actually really enjoy it, and if you're kind of on the fence and you haven't read it yet, I definitely recommend reading it on audiobook, because it was just such a good audiobook. It was so good, definitely heightened the experience for me. I think I'm really going to enjoy this book. And the very last book that I'm hoping to get to in October is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw, and I forgot that I owned this book because it's kind of been hiding behind my book magic sign, so I don't see it every day, and I had just kind of forgot for some reason that I owned this book and that I had been wanting to read it in October, so I'm definitely going to try to get to it this month, if not next month, and it's pretty short, so I think I could get through it pretty fast. It's a pretty thin book. I think it's less than 300 pages or just about 300 pages, so it should be a really fast read. I've heard so many good things about it, and I'm really excited to get into this one because I am pretty sure this is spooky in some sort of way. I'm pretty sure this is the book where the witches had been drowned or killed or whatever because they were witches, and then they come back every year to like sacrifice a boy. I'm pretty sure that's this book. If not, I am super wrong and don't listen to me, but yeah, I'm really excited about this one. I'm pretty sure this is also the one that's being turned into like a Netflix show or series or whatever, so that's exciting. And yeah, I definitely want to get into this book this month or next month. Alright, so those were all of the kind of spooky, magical books that I want to get into in the last half of October, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I am kind of abandoning my uploading schedule because it's just not working for me, and it's a lot of pressure, so I'm kind of just going to be uploading at least once a week, maybe twice a week, and that's just kind of the way it's gonna go. I'm pretty sure that my vlogs will be scheduled, but my actual like content videos are just going to be random. So definitely be sure to follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, because that is where I announce when I'm going to be making a video or when I'm posting it or when it's live. So go ahead and follow me both there, because you'll actually hear a lot of, you know, updates about me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!